Now, Bajaj launched the Dominar in January 2017 with their sights set on the juicy piece of market that went to Royal Enfield every month. However, things didn't go according to plan. The Bajaj Dominar was expected to sell 10,000 units a month. However, it could only go for 1,500 at best. So Bajaj, not being one to fall down, went back to the drawing board, and what they came up with is this. Now, one of the bigger changes to the 2019 Dominar has been to the 373cc single-cylinder unit that it shares with the 390 Duke and the RC390. Bajaj have changed the way the power is delivered, with peak power kicking in at 6,750 RPM as compared to 6,000 RPM on the 2017 version. Another thing that's changed is where the peak torque kicks in. While it still makes 35 Nm of torque, the peak torque now kicks in about 500 RPM above where it used to kick in on the previous bike. This means that you have a wider power band and you can really explore cruising the bike for long highway stretches. Another big change to the engine has been to the cylinder head, which now features a double overhead cam in place of a single overhead cam. Of course, Bajaj's trademark triple spark technology is still very much on the Dominar. While the 2017 Dominar may look a lot like its predecessor, Bajaj have incorporated many subtle changes to make it look appropriate for 2019. For one, the headlight is now sharper and has a better range of focus. The instrument cluster too has been updated, with the secondary instrument cluster now displaying a whole lot more information than it did. Although the second readout is very difficult to read while you're riding, and that can get in the way a little bit. Other changes include a new rear view mirror that's now made out of forged.
In terms of handling, the 2019 Bajaj Dominar is definitely a league ahead of its replacement. For one, up front you get 43mm upside down shockers as compared to the conventional ones on the previous bike. What this does is adds a certain amount of flickability and stability to the Bajaj Dominar. Now, of course, these aren't WP units like you would find on a KTM 390, but they are sourced from endurance. They do the job though. At the rear, Bajaj have swapped out the stiff springs for a softer unit to make long rides more supple and comfortable. While the brakes are the same size as the KTM 390s, the Bajaj Dominar weighs 20 kilos more. This means in emergency braking situations, you might find yourself wishing for a little more bite from the motorcycle.
In conclusion, the 2019 Dominar is definitely a step up from the bike it replaces. The USB shocks up front definitely add to the handling quotient and make it easier to ride on the wrist. The added power is something you can definitely feel, although it comes at a cost, which I'll get to later. Another thing I really like is the new exhaust note, which is throatier, and as to the sporty quotient, although I do not really think it affects the performance as such. Now, one of the things I do not like about the engine is the amount of vibrations that are still there. Bajaj has said that they have really worked on the NVH, but to be honest with you, I'm not really feeling it. You can feel the vibrations set in at around 3000 RPM, and they tend to go all the way up to 8000 RPM, where they start to come in at the foot pegs. Now, over a long period, this is going to get you a little more tired. You're going to start feeling the vibrations affect your wrists and your ankles, which will make touring riding a little bit difficult. So I will definitely get back to the Dominar and do a more conclusive test. But for now, that's it. Thank you for watching.